And welcome back, guys, to another video. Today we are on episode 2 of A Pilot's Life, chapter 2. Today we are in Monterrey. We will be going to Tampico International Airport. The first video we went from Monterrey down to Mexico City, I believe, for our first flight. I forgot when I recorded it. It's been such a while, and I haven't even uploaded that video. I'm gonna edit it today and get it uploaded as soon as possible. Secondly, this is our second video. So looking at everything here, um, you know, hold up. I'm gonna trim this up a little bit, just to test something here. So if we go to the dashboard here, see what you can see. If it's not responding right now, everything is connected. Give it a moment to load. As that is loading, we do have, well, okay, and it looks like it has come back. Going to, yep, right here. Going to put it here. So we are at Viva Aerobus. We have our junior first officer rank. Our salary right now, we have 21 flights with Viva Aerobus, which is a lot that I have done off camera. We are at $3,377 for our bank account. Looking at the job market here, this might take a minute to load as well. We'll let that load. As we let that load, we're going to go ahead and come down to the plane here. Plane is going to be an A320 today. Flight time is looking at about 45 minutes to an hour. We're going to be on the A320 with the IAE engines, I believe they are. And as you can hear in the background, it is having trouble loading. But it has come back alive now. And we will go ahead and try and let's see, where did it go? Okay, so it doesn't look like it's going to be coming back on all of a sudden. We have Microsoft Flight Sim. I'll be right back with you. Alright, so it looks like for this episode, it's not going to be working. I don't know why it won't come back. It's being really weird for some reason. It might be somehow underlay or under. Anyways, yes, as I was saying, we are going to be going to Tampico International Airport. Looking at our flight plan here, we got 31,000 feet and 244 nautical miles. Our average one is 257. We'll actually probably drop that down to 270 on the, or 290. I think we'll go 290 on the altitude. Um, just to be safe, we don't want to start a too late descent, but you don't want to be too low. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bird on fired up, and then I will be back with you guys when I got everything programmed and everything is looking good, and we are ready to push back here out of Monterrey and head on down to Tampico. I'll be back with you. And back with you guys. Now, we are sitting here and we are fully boarded and ready to go. We got the pushback tractor right there. We're ready to go. We're going to go ahead and throw our beacon light on. Let them know we are
Hello,
ready to go.
Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Alright, they're ready for pushback. We have everything set up here. We'll go ahead and turn our weather and turbulence radar on. We have that turned on. We'll leave it on 10 for now, and we'll go up to 20 actually. She is walking up, making sure everything is clear and good. We've got no one around us. No issues. Someone left a cone over there.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
We are good on the inside. Our squawk is 1200 a day. No VATSIM online today. So no VATSIM, like I said. So we don't have any ATC, and this Monterey airport is old. And I will next flight, hopefully that we will be doing out of Monterey. We'll have the new Monterey airport in by then. I don't know why he's driving.
Locking gear.
Interesting, very interesting. He's gonna back up right into my pushback tractor probably. Nope, I don't know what he's doing. She's going crazy. Oh, he is. Alright, so we're going to be going to runway 29, so we need the nose to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
And we'll go ahead and release brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
Go ahead.
Start at wing.
Set to crank. And we'll go ahead and start engine number 1 first. I really do like this plane, Latin VFR. I do love these engines on it. It just looks so cool. I love these. They look really nice. Really cool to me. And the cone. We are away from the cone now. But yeah, I've been with Viva Aerobus, as you saw, for a while now, and I've really had no issues. I mean, waiting for hopefully a new job offer from a bigger airline. We did get one from Frontier, but I'm not really keen on Frontier. It's not really my favorite. The same with Spirit, Allegiant, any of those guys. You know, but I do have an Airbus license, so I'm either sitting out for one of the big three, or I have to buy a new license with a 7.3 and maybe go to Aero Mexico or something like that. But we are stable on 1 and starting 2. He should be getting ready to drop us here as engine 2 starts to spin up. He might drop us, he might not, I'm not sure. Oh, yep.
Please set parking brakes.
Alright, parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
We have
cockpit
a good
to ground.
Start.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Alright, and as they're disconnected, engines are coming stable. We'll go ahead and click max on the auto brake, arm our spoilers, and set flaps to 1. We got spoilers are down. And flaps are down, as we see that on here. On the A319, I believe only the spoilers go down in flaps 1 in flight. I believe, which is really interesting. We do not need terrain on today. They're unlocking the gear, making sure we got everything. Engines are stabilized. We'll go ahead and shut engine mode to normal, and we can go ahead and shut our
Tow track disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Seatbelts are on. Everything is getting judged
Left is
here.
clear. Right is clear.
Our tow truck driver is leaving. You can hear the AV turn off. Overall, I would say Latin VFR has some really nice planes. The A330-900 is pretty nice. I'd be graded they're nowhere near study level. But you know, if you just want to hop in and sim, have a nice easy startup process, nice easy FMS and MCDU setup, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. There is our gear pin. So we're gonna go ahead and flash our light indicating we are ready to go. And she is waving at us. We are good to go. And as she starts to walk away, we'll pull on out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn our taxi light on. She's walking away, releasing our parking brake. And yeah, we are now going to taxi to runway 29. I am back with you guys now. As we're coming up to runway 29, we're gonna go ahead and get our lights on. Make sure we have all of our lights on as we are being judged on the scorecard by that. We have everything that we need for success. We have our flaps set, spoilers are armed, max brake is set to, auto brake is set to max, all of our lights are on, seatbelt signs are on, cabin has been briefed, and we are entering runway 29 for departure, which we will be departing to, we'll make a right turn, or sorry, we'll make a left turn actually out of this pattern today. We'll be making a left turn out of here, and then we'll be heading direct to the Tampico VOR. Flight time should only be 40 minutes. Powering up. Toga is set. Release brakes. We are on the roll. We are on the roll. Why did I say roll like that? Alright, we got airspeed is alive. Looking at the end of the runway, staying on the center line, checking our speed. 80 knots. We're at 100, almost to V1. Which should actually be 120 something, but it's 150, I don't know. The FMS just pre-programs. We'll stick with 150 as the V1 as we come up to our V1 speed. V1 rotate, pulling back lightly. General little climb. Positive rate gear up. Come back on the throttles to auto throttle. Flaps up as we climb on out of Monterey. We're gonna go ahead and start that left-hand turn out of here. We've got the entrance road down to the airport here. It's very, I mean, this is pretty much real life as it is right here. This is Monterey. Climbing and getting into that turn. Engines are spooling back. As we make this left-hand turn out of Monterey. We're 3000. We're going to go ahead and shut the lights off just because that's what Simbit World wants us to do. Making that left-hand turning climb out of Monterey. We've got the little outside area of the airport right there. And for now, we're going to go ahead and throw on our autopilot. Autopilot will take over. And yeah, we'll let the plane climb on out of Monterey. And back with you guys now. Up here, flight level 250, we changed our cruising altitude just because of how quick we're making it there. We do have, our tailwind is not popping up. Oh, we do not have a tailwind. It looks like it is kind of even here. No winds up here. I don't know why that is the case, but it is alright. We're cruising at a ground speed of 455, 456, so we're getting there pretty quick. 189 nautical miles left. Once we get to TAM, we need to be down at 2,000 feet and then 1,800, 1,400, and then we will be on runway 13, the ILS. If we zoom out here, we can take a look. We're about exactly 200 miles pretty much away from the runway, a little less than that. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer, so we changed our altitude to 250. I'll be back with you guys. I'll let you guys see the cruise for a little bit, and I'll be back when we start our descent down into Tampico. And back with you guys now. I know it's pretty quick. This is a very quick flight today from Tampico to um, from Monterey to Tampico. As you can see, I mean, we're cruising. Um, Not necessarily cruising, but we are gonna go ahead and start a descent down here. We're gonna go ahead. Oh well. Let's take a look here. Actually. And yeah, looking at everything, I think it is a good time to go ahead and start our descent. We're gonna drop down to a 17,000 on the altitude, and we're gonna go down at 1,500 feet per minute. And since we're going down to below 18,000, we are going to go ahead and set our barometer down to 2994. We are good. We are starting our descent down into Tampico Airport, 136, and we're actually going to go a little bit slower, about 1,000 feet per minute. Um, we're pretty close, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and start our drop. So I will be back with you guys probably when we are on to final, and you guys can watch a little bit of the descent down into Tampico. And I am back with you guys now. We are about a 15-mile final for we're on a 15-mile final for the airport. And we're gonna go ahead. Ooh, what is this trying to take us? We should go CF13 and then FF13. Want to make sure. All right, we are going direct to FF13. And all right, as we get close, we're gonna go ahead and start to slow our speed down to 170. We're gonna go ahead and throw approach mode on. All right, and all right, and we are on the glide slope now. We're getting pretty close as we come down to we'll come down to 150 on the speed. Drop our landing gear and bring in another notch of flaps. We got the airport in sight. and we're not dropping speed as much as I would like. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in another notch of flaps to
1,000.
cause us some more drag. And there we go. That speed's coming right on down. And 700, 700 above. Once we get 500 above, we're gonna go ahead and disconnect the autopilot and take over.
500.
500, disconnect autopilot, my controls. Right. It looks,
400.
let's get a little low so we can try and make that first taxiway.
300. 200.
Don't want to hit this palm tree right here. Dive, swan dive in.
100.
Kick
60.
back,
50.
power idle.
40. 30.
Gonna,
20.
ooh, and we floated it. It's alright. Just take it to the end. Just take it to the end. Nice
Retard.
smooth landing. Keep that nose up. Keep that nose up.
5.
You get on the brakes. Get on the reverses. Nope. We're gonna have to go to the end. Oh, is this is a not a taxiway here. This is a turnaround point for us. Looks like we're gonna be having to turn around on the runway here. We did not make it. Go ahead and bring flaps up. And go ahead and stop right here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have to turn around this way. Actually, I am terrible at turning around. So we're gonna go to the 3D. And we'll be turning around this way. And a little bit of we were so close to making the exit and we floated it. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and taxi on back. We're gonna go ahead and turn our landing lights off. Come on down to taxi. Navs down, wings off, strobes off, and our runway turn lights off. We were very close to making this taxiway. We will get the landing fee per minute here in a second. We have the terminal right over there, which is very broken, which is not the most ideal thing to have, but it is something that always happens when I come to small airports like this. Um, when I get everything downloaded that I want, I'm gonna have a lot of New Mexican airports in here, and so stuff like this won't happen. I'll have the actual like the model and the everything. There's some good free ones out there. You know, the Monterey one I do have right now is paid, but there is a freeware one that is actually better with the newer layout of the airport. They now have a dedicated cargo area and an off-site ramp where you can put broken planes, all that good stuff. As we come in, we're going to turn our taxi light off just to make sure. And it looks like this is also owned by OMA. So we're going to go ahead and shut our engine one down. And we're just going to taxi into one of these little jet bridges. Maybe it can connect with us. And yeah, as it goes to an invisible terminal. But we are pulling into the terminal here. All of our lights are off. We'll go ahead, throw our APU on just in case. But OMA is a very big airport owner in Mexico. I believe they own the Monterrey airport and yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, stop here. Go ahead and shut our engine down, beacon off, and we do have external power here. So we'll go ahead and shut that off. And we'll go ahead and see. Joe, bridge does work. Go ahead, do that. Once it gets connected, seatbelt signs off, no smoking signs off. We'll go ahead and pop the door open, and that is going to be the. Is it going to connect? Hopefully it connects. It is going to connect. All right, so that is the end of this. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to open the flight report real quick. 100% score, landing rate was a negative 99 feet per minute. We love to see it. And I'm going to get this turned in, and this is going to be the end of this flight. I'd like to thank you guys for flying with me today on our second episode of A Pilot's Life Career. We're working our way up into one of the main lines in the U.S., or maybe we might buy another rating here soon and see what happens from there. You know, I really do enjoy this, and I'm working my way up the leaderboards and working up my way, building money, earning money, and I'm just happy to be doing it. Um, Shout out to Simbit World and their Discord. This is a great add-on, a great mod, and I definitely recommend it to pretty much anyone who flies Microsoft Flight Simulator and just wants something to grind towards, make it like a career mode. But um, that's the end of this episode. We are here in Tampico, Mexico, and next flight, we'll see where it takes us. And I'm gonna fly this bird back to Monterey and see where the next Monterey flight takes us. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.